But one thing that I've seen going on as well is kind of like with social media, right? Like people becoming very dependent on that to make some of their stock decisions. But I think that it's interesting because if there's something that comes out that becomes popular, like I don't know, someone that invested in TikTok maybe like at the beginning of the pandemic, right? Like probably has done decently well on their stock. I haven't kept track of like TikTok or whoever owns TikTok. I haven't necessarily kept track of that, but I'm thinking like so there's certain things on social media that are important that can have an impact. But I also think a great example is like last year, I think it was last year that the stock split happened between on the same day with Apple and Tesla, right? Like, and it was crazy. Like on social media, everyone was talking about it. But then a couple of days later, those stocks started going down, and people were freaking out. They didn't know what was going on. It's mainly because and a lot of people were panic selling and things like that, and people probably lost a lot of money. At least that I've seen where from my perspective, because a lot of people were going into those things like without the experience. So how do you balance knowing I got to keep up with the times and knowing what's out there and what's going on, but also understanding that like looking at what's going on social media is not an investing strategy.
Yeah, and like you did hit it in the head. It's not a strategy. It's social media is a tool, right? Like
100%.
it's a way to stay informed, but it's not like you should not be just taking advice straight up off of social media. Um, and like to kind of go into that, and which will help answer the question more. It's like the Game Stops, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, these are popping off of Reddit, and like, don't get me wrong, these are great opportunities to come and
Yep.
make a buck. Um, but that doesn't mean you just buy straight up, right? You gotta
Mm-hmm.
watch how it's moving, be kind of aware of when to buy, and even more aware of when to get out, because these stocks were catching fire quick and crashing quick too,
Yeah.
right? So if you're just buying and selling off of what you're hearing, by the time you buy, you miss the opportunity. By the time you
Mm-hmm.
sell, you've probably lost a little bit of money.
Yeah.
So that's social media is a tool, not necessarily like a piece of advice, right? So it's good to hear about something from there. If consumers are driving the prices of a stock for XYZ reasons, it is what it is, right? It's another opportunity, but you kind of gotta know what you're doing and what you're looking for at the same time.
Oh, hey, look at you looking all financially independent. Did you enjoy this clip? Let's be honest. I know you did. So go ahead and make sure to listen to the full conversation. I'm going to link somewhere in this box, but I don't know where yet. Also, make sure to like the podcast and subscribe to the podcast so you don't ever miss one of these great discussions. What do you have to lose? It's a simple click. Just go ahead, do it. You'll feel better afterwards. Have a great day.